Hi, this is Marie Mendicherry. Thank you for liking and subscribing below. Today I thought I would talk to you about how to create more time to manifest consciously. We all are manifesting all the time anyway, consciously and unconsciously. But wouldn't it be amazing if you could have more time throughout the day to focus your energy in a positive way to help you to move forward in your life and start to create these things that are on your list so you can check them off and go on to the next one? What I'd like to share today is my belief about the mind, or some of my beliefs about the mind, because it's really a phenomenal, powerful aspect to our divinity. Yet, I think most of the time we don't use its power in a way that benefits us. And that lack of knowledge slows down the entire process and makes us feel yucky. So the brain, a beautiful organ, it's a conservation organ. It doesn't need a lot of subatomic particles to work well. It has trillions and trillions of neurotransmitters that work excellently to do the things it was created to do. And one of the things that your brain was created to do is to be present in the present moment. It was created to bring you logical and linear solutions to whatever's going on. Like, I need to make sure I turn off my phone before I do a video, that I have some water or tea before I start talking, that I have enough battery life on my computer as I begin to speak, and that the lights are turned on so that we can see the video. Notoriously, humanity uses their brain to overthink and analyze historical events that have made them unhappy, that they're not ready to let go of, or to process future events that have yet even to materialize in a negative way, in a fearful way, as if this overthinking about something that hasn't happened yet, but they are pretty sure it will if they don't think about it, will actually prevent it from happening. But whatever you focus on, that's what you attract in your life. So you don't want to be focusing on historical events or future events in a negative light ever. And if you only, or as much as you can, allow your brain to focus on the present moment, then you're going to have a lot of space in your awareness where you can receive insight, accurate, powerful insight about historical events that you thought were not important or that you regret. And that insight will tell you and show you how beautiful that time in your life was, how magical and powerful it was and necessary, so that you can stop sending negative energy to it and get to that peace and calm that you're trying to acquire through the analytical process that does not work when we use our mind about the past or the future. And because the future has not been created, and I know you know what I'm going to say, that it would be best if you only think about the future in a positive light. And this is where you're manifesting powers, because now you have more energy, because you're going to stop this needless addiction to analyzing historical and future events. You're going to be in this really beautiful place where you could hold positive energy, beautiful positive energy about that thing that you do want, as if it's already happened. That would be a better utilization of your time and your subatomic particles, because anything that you could imagine has already been created. It already exists within the universes. And it can come into your life, but you need to be in a vibrational match to what that is and your own subatomic particles. So if your subatomic particles are thinking about something you don't want in the future to never happen, you are not a match. You are not in a vibrational sequence to that thing that you want. And I would love for you to sit down maybe this weekend. It's Thursday afternoon that I'm recording this video. That if you could research what the feelings would be like, if it's something you've never experienced before, you've never had in your life, you don't know what it would feel like to have that in your life. But if you were to research what those feelings might be like, maybe you know someone who does have that thing that you want in your own life, and you could talk to them about it, or take note of their behavior. Notice how they tend to respond to stimuli in their life because they have this lovely thing in their life. Do some research so that you can start to create that same emotion inside of you, which will levitate your subatomic particles and have you vibrating at an extremely high frequency, which is where that thing is anyway. That thing is in high vibration. It's not in low vibration because it's something you desire that's lovely. And then you'll be an energetic match, and that beautiful thing can come over. Another important tip that could free your mind even more so that you may be in that vibrational frequency of that thing that you want because you're vibrating that it's already happened. Joy, gratitude, fun, all the deliciousness that that beautiful thing that you want could bring you, is that when your mind tells you scary things, frightening things, I would love for you to get into a consistent practice of telling yourself that those scary things are a lie, because they are. The universe does not communicate, meaning your spirit guides, higher self, creation, God, source, planets, spirit guides. I think I said that already. However you want to look at the multisensory world and all the information that's available to you, it will never be communicated through fear. Now, the ego, a part of your brain, only knows how to communicate in fear and anxiety and doubt and terror. So when it's screaming at you and yelling at you, and humans so readily believe their ego, but it is truly lying to you all day long because fear is an illusion. I would love for you to say to yourself, as you're hearing, this noise in your head because you're not managing your brain and you're allowing it too much freedom, in my opinion, that you say to yourself, oh, but that's fearful, so that's a lie. And if it's a lie, which it is, in my opinion, because fear is an illusion, so when you hear scary things, it's a lie, I want you to then say to yourself, that means the opposite is true, which is also correct. When you allow yourself to catch your being when it is trapped in the ego, which is listening to fearful information, which is another form of addiction that humans have on the earth realm, and you go, oh my gosh, that's a lie, because that's all scary stuff. And then you tell yourself, oh, but the opposite is true. That's going to give you motivation to choose something that's in your highest good, the truth, not the lie. You're not going to follow down that yellow brick road of scary, negative, Alice in Wonderland stuff because you listen to an illusion. Fear is an illusion. And you will free your mind to have more time to practice feeling the emotions of what you want to manifest as if it's already here. That is powerful. That's going to give you a lot of wonderful solution and beautiful moments in your life that you've been wanting to have for a long time because you're freeing your brain to work for you rather than against you, because the ego is only drenched in fear. And when you listen to the fearful noise that the brain will scream at you from the ego's definition of what's going on, which is always a lie, you will also calm down your autonomic system. So when you listen to the scary stuff, you will activate, most likely, the fight or flight response, the sympathetic aspect of your neurological system. And when you do that, your body does go into a physiological response. More blood will rush to your arms and your legs so that you can fight back or run away from this terrifying thing that doesn't exist. Or you won't be able to digest your food very well because when the extra blood goes to the legs and the arms, it is diverted from the stomach and the intestinal tract, because when you really have to run and fight for something, your being doesn't know when you're going to be able to eat again because you have to fight off an enemy. We're using that as an example when you move into the sympathetic aspect of that flight or fight response. So you're not digesting your food very well. On a physiological level, you are weakening your immune system because you're using hormones to activate you to be an alarm that you don't need if there's not a real emergency going on. And 99.999% of the time, there is no real emergency going on. You may have faked yourself out to believe all those scary things that are coming from the ego, but they are not true. It's a lie. And the opposite is true. So give those tips a try and let me know how they work. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.